Welcome back to another YouTube video. So today we're going to do some paste fishing. So my last video you've seen, if you watched it, I created some paste using a really simple paste method mix. So I've got it pasted on the bait tray. I've got my water ready, so we're going to get fishing. And in a little while I'll show you my rig, I'll show you how to put the paste on as well. But let's get going and we're going to see if we can catch some fish. So first of all I'm going to kick the swim off. I'm literally just going to start throwing about 8, 10 6mm pellets, 2 lots in the swim. And I'm just doing that. I've been doing that now for about 15 minutes as I was setting up, and I'm now going to get fishing. So hopefully we'll be catching some carp very soon. So first of all, I'm just going to wet my fingers, get some paste. Like I say, I'll show you how I put this on in a little while. I just want to get going. Just dip my paste in the water, put it into my little pot, and we ship out. So I'm fishing at about 5 meters. Just going to pop that in, put my float over the top, let the paste hit the bottom, and the float will just cock nicely there. So there are lots of small fish in here as well, so I think we might be pested by gudgeon and maybe small roach to start off with. There we go, just got some little indications. Again, they're just small fish. I mean, that was really instant, but there's just lots of gudgeon in here, lots of small roach. But what we're waiting for is that really positive bite as the float literally just shoots under the water. I'm not going to strike on anything else. Yeah, the paste has come off there, so I'm just going to bring that back in. So paste fishing is a very busy technique. The paste will only stay on depending on the texture and how firm you've made the paste. Excuse the geese, a bit noisy today, flying overhead. So as I was saying, the paste will only stay on for probably a couple of minutes at the most, but it does depend on the texture and how firm you've made it. So I've just thrown in some more pellets. Now you could pop them in, but we're now in the first week of May. The carp should be fairly active. That noise, I've thrown them in. There we go, got a bite straight away. It's just a small fish. So we're waiting for the positive bite. Once the carp come in, there we go. Yeah, just a small fish. Even the smaller ones will take the paste. That is not the target fish. So we've got to keep going. It's going to be quite busy today, as I say. Too many smaller fish in the swim, but we need to draw in the carp. And once we get the carp going, hopefully it'll push those smaller ones out. So every time, just going to throw in there's probably about 15 6mm there. Just create the noise, but once I've got them going, I won't necessarily keep feeding the 6mm, not as heavy. It just depends on how the day goes. There we go, fish on. So interestingly, that bite, it ended up being a positive bite, but there was a lot of just little knocks, little indications, which I thought was a smaller fish. And then after about 30 seconds it was shot under. So sometimes when you do think they're smaller fish, you just got to still be patient, wait for that positive bite. Doesn't feel like it's a big fish. It may not even be a carp. This doesn't really feel particularly a big fish, but if it is a carp, it's only a small one. Yeah, it is a carp, but see if we can get his head up. putting up a bit more of a fight than I thought he would. Strip some more elastic back. So I'm here today at Thorpe Fishery near Tamworth, and I have to say the carp, even the smaller ones, put a proper fight. When you get ones that are around £10, it can take you 10-15 minutes to get them in. There we go. It's only a small fish, but not a bad start. We can get the hook out. There we go. Just in the top lip, absolutely perfect, and that's what you normally find. There we go. Got the hook out. Let's see if I can show you guys. There you go. Nice little mirror. Start the day off. Probably about £2. Put him back in. So keep repeating the process. Put some 6mm in. Put 2 lots in this time. So get some paste on, wet my fingers. Bit of paste, about size of 50p piece. Put your thumb in the middle. Make a little dent, put the hook in, wrap it round. Just dip that in the water, and pop it in the pot. So I will show you the rig in a minute. I'm just gonna fish for another 5 minutes, and I'll show you the rig. Just pop the paste in, bring the float over the top, wait for the paste to hit the bottom, and the float will just naturally cock correctly, sit in its position, and now we're waiting for the next bite. Okay, so let me quickly show you the rig. It's a really simple rig. So I've got 0.19mm main line. It's what, roughly 7.5 pound main line, straight through to the hook length. So it's all the way up to the hook. I tie the hook directly onto the main line. I don't have a lower hook length. You can do, it doesn't really matter, I don't think too much, but I prefer to have such a positive rig that I just tie my hook directly to my main line. The target fish is going to be carp. You just want to be able to hook them and get them out. I've got a size 10 hook on, tied, as I say, directly to the main line. I've got no shot at all. I'm fishing it's a standard Preston's pace float. This is a number 1. I've got 3 foot of water, so number 1 for me is ideal. And I've got roughly around 18 inches of line between the float and the end of the pole. So in terms of the pot, it's roughly around 18 inches from the end of my pole, the tip of my pole. So the reason for that is to stop tangles. So as I put my paste in there, as you can see, the main line from the end of my pole to my float, I've got that sort of, I guess, a bow of line there, and it stops it tangling. If I had it closer up here like that, the hook length or the part of where connected to my hook is going to be too close to the line at the end of my pole, so I want to keep it away. So that helps prevent the tangles that you would experience if you have it too close. Okay, so just put that back into position. And there we have it. So really simple rig. Like I say, 0.19 main line, straight through to the hook, tied directly to the main line. And then I've got a number 1 Preston pace float. No shots at all. Some people do use a shot just to help cock the float, but I just don't need to. I fish dead depth. Paste will then cock the float as it hits the bottom. There we go. So throw some 6mm in. Put the paste over the top. Bring the float. Bring the float over that paste, and then as the paste hits the bottom, it will cock the float. There we go, little bite straight away, small fish. Quite possible that paste come off then. So if you can see, my float has now come up at an angle, that's the indication that the paste has come off. And that's the reason why I don't put any shot on the line, is that if I have shot on the line to cock the float and the paste come off, I wouldn't actually know, or it'd be very difficult to see. But fishing dead depth, paste comes off, that means the float will just rise up out of the water. So this time I'm just going to put a bit more firmer piece of paste on. I didn't wet that my hands before and after that time. I just wanted to keep that bit firmer. But wetting your hands before always helps get the paste on. But sometimes you've got to keep trying different textures. Sometimes they like it nice and soft. There we go. Fish on straight away, but that's just well, I thought that was a small fish. I think it is. Yeah, it's just a small fish. I think it's a little skimmer. There we go. Yeah, it's putting up a bit of a fight. There we go. Get the hook out. There you go. Even catch. Nice skimmers. Getting back in. Even the bigger bream, light paste. Okay, so when putting the paste on your hook, first of all, wet your hands. Like I say, always have a tub of water next to you. Put some paste. You want probably about 50p piece sort of size piece of paste. Just push your thumb down in the middle, put your hook in the middle, and then wrap the paste around the hook. The size of paste will depend on what you're catching, how you're fishing. Sometimes you might want to go smaller, but at the moment I'm putting in a reasonable amount of paste around my hook. Just dip that back in the water, then put it in your pot. So I just use a normal little pot. This is the medium, one of the Preston ones. It's just a medium sized pot. I just tend to use these. It's more than good enough. Sometimes I do extend it. I have got one that's cut out, which I can put in the top if I want to put in some extra bait as well. So that's how you put the paste on. Really, really simple. Just show you that once more. So wet your fingers, get a bit of some paste, around 50p size piece of paste. Just push it in down in the middle, put your hook in the middle, wrap the paste around. It doesn't have to be perfect. Put that back in the water and then pot that in your pot. And we're ready to fish. Just got to keep repeating the process. Some paste on the hook. So let me just bring that back. Just show you this, how I put that in. So as you can see there, the paste is in the pot and my line is on the left hand side. So when I put my paste in the water, I'm going to tip my paste, my pole, twist my pole over to the left, so that then drops out. If you twist it to the right, you're just going to get tangled up. That's not what you want. So always twist your pole over to the side that your line comes out. So ship out gently. Pop the paste in, bring the float over. There we go, fish on. See, that bite then was a proper positive bite, a little dink, and then it shot under. So he's decided to shoot straight out to the middle. Decent size. See if we can bring him in. I feel like this one's going to take a bit of time to come in. it's actually quite solid by the feel of it. It's probably shot out about 20 meters. So I'm fishing a 13 elastic today. I could go a little bit lighter, but because I know there's also skimmers and roach here, not that they're my target fish, but it'd be nice to catch them even so. So fishing a 13 elastic means I can still hook some of the smaller fish, not bump them off. Okay, he's still out, quite a way out, but I'm down to top kit. Let's see if I can bring him back in. Just keeping the pole down low. If that hook comes out, it'll just soften as the float comes back, but I feel like this one's hooked quite well. Split back some elastic, see if we can bring him in. Okay, we got down into the margin. He's looking for a snag there. There we go. Right, hopefully we've got him under control now. It's got to take your time. No point rushing it and losing it. So I've just got him in down. He's pretty much under my feet. This is a good size actually. He wants to go out again. I was gonna throw some more bait in, so keep him out of the way. Get some bait in where we was. Try and keep it going in. Show his head. Oh, nearly had him. There we go. They did put up a fight here at Thought Fishery. Let's get the hook out. There we go. Just put that down there. There we go. So we can show you guys. Lovely carp on paste. Pop him back in. And there we go. So that's how easy it is. Once you get the carp going, you get that positive bite. So I've got a few in the swim, hopefully. Get some more bait out. Two lots. I know there's going to still be some smaller fish, but hopefully we're feeding them out now and we'll start catching a few more carp. So I'm going to keep going and catch one or two more. Fishing paste, 3.5 feet deep, feeding 6mm pellets, and we're fishing at 5 meters there. Put the paste in over the pellets, bring the float back, and we're fishing. Wait for the next bite. But there you go, that's the end of another video. It's only a short session today. I've caught a few carp. I was feeding some 6mm pellets and fishing paste over the top. Had a few carp at the beginning, a few little small skimmers, but we're going to end it there now today. So if you've liked this video, if you've learned something today, please leave a comment on the video. That'd be really helpful. Tell me what you do, how you fish it. But this video is just hopefully a bit of a practice session, but hopefully to give you guys something to take away and you can introduce into your fishing. So if you're new to paste fishing, please give it a go. It's really, really simple fishing, very active as you can see, but it's really good fun. And when you do get the carp going, you can catch some quality carp. So as usual, if you've liked this video, please leave a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the notification button as well. That means you'll get a reminder when I upload next. So as usual guys, leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, tight lines.